Hey guys, today we have Ram Pratap Singh Rawat and he is having 2.5 year of experience in Java, Spring Boot and microservices domain. And guys, those who want to give same free mock interview, please fill out the form below in the description. So now let's get started. Hey, hello Ram Pratap, how are you?
I'm good.
Shall we start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Can you please introduce yourself and your recent project,
Yeah,
Ram?
sure. Hi, my name is Ram Pratap. I
Mm-hmm.
am currently working with Capgemini last 2.5 year of experience,
Mm-hmm.
and my current project is it's a banking application that is
Mm-hmm.
working VR, and there is based on the microservice more design pattern.
Mm-hmm.
There is a multiple services we are handling,
Mm-hmm.
and according to me, my role is to create a service and testing that service
Mm-hmm.
functions, and after that we push that code to the main
Mm-hmm.
repository. That is my role in
Okay.
and if there is any bugs will be
Mm-hmm.
rise, that
You
will
guys
be
are
we
taking care.
solving.
Okay. So how
Yeah.
your microservices are communicating with each other, Ram?
Yeah, we are using OpenFin, that is a
Mm-hmm.
Spring Cloud
Okay.
functionality that
Mm-hmm.
we are using to connecting one service to another. Uh,
Okay.
this
Okay. And how your APIs are communicating?
APIs are connected. We are using the OpenFin that will be service connecting to each other. Then
Okay.
the APIs will be sending the data
Mm-hmm.
according to that we are defining.
Mm-hmm.
With first we are define the URL of that
Mm-hmm.
microservice, and then the APIs we have defined in that under the that OpenFin.
Mm-hmm.
They are communicating with the help of that URL, the service we have defined in the OpenFin.
Okay. Okay. And how you guys are checking health and all of your microservices?
Yeah, we are using the Spring Actuator. There we
Okay.
have checked the health and metrics and system functionalities. We are
Okay.
checking
Okay.
with the
So what are the
help of
important actuators endpoints?
Uh, um, I think that will be a health and metrics. So we are
Mm-hmm.
checking that these are the important, and
Okay.
there is a logging that will be also
Mm-hmm.
checking. And
Mm-hmm.
these are the I think these are the
Okay. Okay.
important points.
Okay. And which logging tool you guys are using?
In current project, I am using SLF4J.
SLF4J. Is it default or external
No, it's not default. It's a logger. I think logger Swagger log is a default.
logback?
Uh, Logback, yeah, logback
Yeah.
is default, and
Uh-huh.
we are using SLF4J.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Got it. So let's say if you had to scale a Spring Boot application to handle high traffic, what strategies would you use?
Can you please repeat this question?
If you had to scale a Spring Boot application to handle high traffic, what strategies would you use?
For this, we are in a property service,
Mm-hmm.
not property service, it's a
Mm-hmm.
registry service where we
Mm-hmm.
are using Adorica server.
Okay.
Adorica service that is, we are defining all the service there.
Mm-hmm.
There is a part of also load balancing. There we
Mm-hmm.
are defining the multiple URLs for one particular service.
Mm-hmm.
If there any service, any service will be getting load a lot of from the one URL that will
Mm-hmm.
be transferred to another URL for
Okay.
load balancing.
Okay. So basically, you are using load balancing or also like scaling, like
Yep.
via
Yep.
load balancer. Okay, and other than this, we can use caching, right?
Caching. Yep.
To
Caching.
handle high traffic, and as you
Right.
API gateway you already implemented. So yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So moving ahead, I imagine your application requires data from external REST API to function. So, how would you use REST template or web client to consume the REST API in your Spring Boot application, the external REST APIs? Have you
So,
used this thing?
sorry, I didn't get your question. Can you
Let's
repeat?
say you are working on your Spring Boot application. Now you want to consume some external REST API.
External REST
External
APIs.
REST API that is not a part of your project. That's external API. You need some data from that external API, And now you want to use either REST template or web client to consume that external REST API. So how would you do that?
Sorry, but I didn't work like anything this kind
Okay,
of.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So basically, these are some technical things, REST template and web client. So we can consume any external API by using this. So you can check that. Okay. So Ram Pratap, I would like to share one important thing with you. Actually, we had launched complete interview preparation material, structure step by step, by myself, expert and MNC's interviewers. And the best part is that now no one need to go anywhere else to prepare interviews. There is a 99% chance that interviewers will ask questions from this material. So basically, it contains a lot of material categorized by experience level. Means each experience level has different material with all possible interview question and answer. But Java, Spring Framework, Maven, Git, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data, JPA, Kafka, microservices, Java coding questions, Stream API coding questions, and many more. I have provided the link to get this in the below description. And if someone needs this material, plus two real enterprise client projects for reference, plus one-on-one lifetime doubt sessions and referrals to the MNCs, then they should check the interview preparation kit. I will provide the link for this as well in the description below. So now moving to our interview. Okay, so your Spring Boot backend needs to accept cross-origin requests from a specific front-end domain. So how would you do that?
Can you repeat?
Yeah, yeah. Your Spring Boot backend needs to accept cross-origin requests from a front-end domain. So
Uh,
have you used cross-origin annotation?
no, no, I didn't use
Okay, okay.
cross.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, we use this to connect the front end and back end. Okay.
Yeah, for this, we have used theme Timely.
Okay.
That time we are using to connect
Your
to share
front end and
data
back
from.
end.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine then. Okay. And let's say your Spring Boot application is experiencing performance issues under high load. So what are the steps you would take to identify and address the performance?
According to the performance,
Mm-hmm.
we are using the actuator that will be
Actuators.
also the monitoring
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
things
Mm-hmm.
where is the loading loads are will be
Mm-hmm.
here, load will be facing, and
Mm-hmm.
for if there is any load balancing issue, that will
Mm-hmm.
be a the microservice will be change
So are
all
you guys
the.
using any logs visualizing tool like Splunk?
No, no.
No. Okay. Yeah, then I think this is you guys are using actuators, right? Okay. It's fine. Moving ahead. Okay, so have you worked with JPA repositories?
Yeah.
Okay,
JPA.
so do you know how can we enable JPA repositories?
Yeah, we are using the dependency of GPA and
Mm-hmm.
started GPA
Mm-hmm.
GPA repository, uh, and that is used in a microservice repository class.
Mm-hmm.
There we
Mm-hmm.
implement that
Mm-hmm.
repository in a normal
Mm-hmm.
interface.
Okay. Okay. So we can write custom query in a repository file, right?
Yep.
Do we have some rules?
Yeah, we have to for rules. I'm not sure about the rules, but
Mm-hmm.
for custom queries, we can write. We can create a function
Mm-hmm.
that we need according to the fetching,
Mm-hmm.
like user details we need, and
Mm-hmm.
if, from the use of email, we can customize at the rate query annotation we can use and write the query up on the side of the function that we need from the database, and
Mm-hmm.
that function we will use in a service for
Mm-hmm.
writing the logics to get the data
Okay. Okay.
regarding this.
So have you written any custom query you remember
Yeah,
recently?
yeah, I have written this email query
Email
that we
query.
use.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Find by email.
find by email.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Do you know about pagination and
Yeah.
implement of pagination in Spring Data?
Yeah, implementations I have not implemented, but I know about
Okay.
the pagination that is
Okay.
used to
Mm-hmm.
to sort the data in a
Mm-hmm.
small packets,
Mm-hmm.
like a real
Mm-hmm.
page of a web page. Like
Mm-hmm.
there is only 10 products we have to show. That kind
Mm-hmm.
of divide the
Mm-hmm.
big data in a small chunks to be
Mm-hmm.
show in a
Mm-hmm. Okay,
limited way.
got it. Okay. Okay. So, can you share your strategy for managing branches in Git? Not your strategy, I
In
mean your project's strategy.
project strategy
Mhm.
for managing
So,
managing
like how you guys are pushing the code, how you guys are creating branches. What's the rule? Is there any main TMO main or release branch, feature branch? So, I'm just want to know about this.
uh, the creating the branch that is
Mm-hmm.
not as my part of my that means that is not my work, but I will be share that
Mm-hmm.
something
Yeah, yeah.
like the we are completely create the service, then we
Mm-hmm.
use already created the branch that we have
Mm-hmm.
commit the data that we have created, and
Mm-hmm.
then we push that data from local repository to main repository that
Okay.
we have created, and
Mm-hmm.
that branch according branches that will be created by the manager. So
Mm-hmm.
according to the teammates there we
So
he
you
divided
are
the
saying like
task.
branch, your manager create branch and they provide the branch detail. You pull that branch, write code, and you push.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Okay. And for example, let's say you push the code. Now you want to merge that branch into the main branch. So who do this? You or your manager, like merging
My
things?
manager. My manager will do all the merging, and there is any changes that will be
Okay.
call
Okay.
on the particular member
Hmm.
for this thing.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
there
Yeah,
any
it's
issue?
fine. So it means you haven't faced the conflicts and all while merging.
Yep.
Okay, but do you know how can we resolve conflicts? Like, have you worked in past resolving conflicts or in your personal project?
In a personal project, I have not used the Git like much more
Okay,
like
okay,
that
okay. Mm-hmm.
um, to create a conflict. Just
Uh-huh.
a simple way we are using to create a local repository and
Mm-hmm.
pushing the main repository that we are
Okay, okay.
created. There is some conflicts like naming conflicts. This will be a
Mm-hmm.
comes that will be
Mm-hmm.
solved to change their names and these
Okay,
things.
okay. Got it, got it. You are using Maven, right?
Yeah.
And which editor?
Uh, I have used Spring Initializer right now to
Okay,
be create
STS.
project, and IntelliJ we have used to write the code on it.
Write the code. Okay, okay. Can you tell me a few things about Maven, like what is this and how this work?
Yeah, it is a Maven. Maven is a project
Mm-hmm.
handling tool that
Okay.
is managing the dependencies and
Mm-hmm.
properties that we have defined in a project, and it's
Mm-hmm.
neglecting it's preventing the name conflict no okay, name
Mm-hmm.
conflict between the classes, and
Mm-hmm.
managing the classes arranged in a proper manner,
Mm-hmm.
and it's provided the pom.xml file that
Mm-hmm.
is there we have defined the
Mm-hmm.
dependencies for configuration, and
Mm-hmm.
also provide the
Mm-hmm.
application property to configure more files in
Mm-hmm.
an external way,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, these are things for about the Maven.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Do you know how can we optimize Maven build for a large project?
How to optimize?
Uh-huh.
uh, I'm not sure about this.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine, fine. Actually, there is a feature in Maven that's a Maven parallel build. We
Parallel
can
build.
leverage that and we can utilize multi-threading capabilities by this feature and we can optimize. Okay.
Okay.
Mm, moving ahead. Uh, okay, so you must be using some data structures, some collections in your project, right? Like array
Yeah.
list, linked list, and all, right?
Yeah.
Have you used priority queue
Priority queues, not in a
in your
practical manner,
project?
but
But do you know?
know about. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's we can say it's working as a queue, but
Mm-hmm.
it's provides some features that's it is
Mm-hmm.
prioritarily used for the
Mm-hmm.
in a queue manner in a queue
Mm-hmm.
queue structure.
Mm-hmm.
Like like first in first out, that is the
Mm-hmm.
process of a queue that will
Mm-hmm.
be used in a similar as a priority queue, but
Mm-hmm.
we are using
Mm-hmm.
we can say these are equally,
Mm-hmm.
both of them equally work
Mm-hmm.
as a functionality, uh, but the name will be little bit
Mm-hmm.
changed.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Moving ahead. Have you worked with patterns?
Yeah, singleton patterns I have used, and microservices and patterns.
Builder
These the
pattern?
patterns. Yeah, builder pattern there is.
Okay. Can you tell me about builder pattern?
Yeah, builder patterns we are using. It's a Lambok directory view
Mm-hmm.
inside. It's present in a Lambok directory, and
Mm-hmm.
we used to create on a current functions. If we need to create an object
Mm-hmm.
of any class,
Mm-hmm.
that time we can use the builder.
Mm-hmm.
That is helps to the create object of any perspective class,
Mm-hmm.
and we can that's why we can use and perform the operations, multiple operations on it
Mm-hmm.
with the help of that object,
Mm-hmm.
and at the end we can use build
Mm-hmm.
to terminate that functionality we have used after performing the operations.
Okay. Okay. So, how does Java determine which method to call in case of method overloading?
Yeah, a method overloading.
Mm-hmm.
There is a case we can say it's a
Mm-hmm.
parameter.
Mm-hmm.
That means there is a two functions with the
Mm-hmm.
different parameters in a
Mm-hmm.
overloading.
Okay.
When we call, it's will be called according to the parameters
Mm-hmm.
we have passed.
Okay. Okay. Do you know about packages we use in Java? Uh,
Java
one
packages,
second.
Java util
Yeah, I'm
package.
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, go
it's
ahead.
Java util package
Mm-hmm.
and Java lang package. I have no
Okay. No,
both
no,
of them.
not those packages. When we create project in Eclipse, STS, or anywhere, we create packages, and then inside packages we create classes, right?
Yeah.
You know about those packages, right?
Uh, all those packages.
No, no. Let's say we create a Java project folder. Inside
Okay.
folder we create packages like com dot this dot this. Inside packages we create Java classes. Like there
Yeah,
is
yeah.
one package controller, then there is
It's a
second package.
directory.
Yeah, yeah. Import we I don't know about IntelliJ, but in STS or Eclipse we call those packages.
Yeah.
So do you know
The
about those?
package then. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Package. Can I explain?
No, no, no. I have a different question. So what happens if two packages have the same class name?
Same class name.
Uh,
If there is
let's
a
say
two
there is a
package.
package A and there is a package B. In package B there is a class. Uh, you can say my class, and in also package B there is a class my class.
Yeah.
So is this a will our program run, or is this a correct way, or like what is? I just want to know your views on this.
I think it will be giving the error because the project manager like Maven that will
Mm-hmm.
be give the error that the
Okay.
conflict between the naming of classes in a two packages.
Mm-hmm. Uh, okay. I think it won't give an error, but it's not a good practice.
Yeah,
We shouldn't do. If we are doing this, we should be very careful while working on our project.
yeah,
Otherwise, there
it
will
will be
be
a, it will
uh,
be a, create a conflict when we are
conflicts. Mm-hmm.
inherited one class to
Mm-hmm.
two different packages.
Correct, correct. Mm, can you modify a final object reference in Java?
Final object
Object. Let's say
reference.
we created an object as a final, and now in future we want to change the reference, not the value, the reference.
No, no, we cannot change it. It's a final
Hmm.
keyword is we are using. That's why we cannot change it.
Okay, okay, got it. Uh, what would happen if you override only the equal methods and not hash code in a custom key class used in HashMap?
Can you repeat this question?
Okay, yeah, let's make this simple. What would happen if you override only equal methods, not hash code in a hash map?
Hash map.
Mm-hmm.
We are overriding the equal method, not
And
hash
not
code.
hash code.
Equal methods.
You know, in
Equal
hash
method
map or
actually.
there are two methods, equal and hash
Yeah,
code. You know.
equal and hash code.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Equal method actually check the values. So we have provided.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that not equal method checks value. Equal
Mm-hmm.
method checks referencing address
Mm-hmm.
of that values, and equal
Okay.
checks what is the value we have defined inside those variables.
Mm-hmm.
And if we are double equals use in that equal we are using dot equal, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means we are there we can checking the values there. If we are
Mm-hmm.
overriding equal method there, that means we are equally check two classes,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
data that will be a false. I think that will be give you a false. I think I'm a little bit confused in this thing.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it's fine. Let me tell you. If we override the equal methods without overriding hash code in a hash map, we will run into the problems. That is sure. Java requires the equal objects must have the same hash code. Okay.
Same hash code.
Yeah, if they don't, the hash map might not find the object even though it's there.
Okay, okay.
There will be no errors and all, but the issue is hash map might not find the object even though it's there in the hash map. The inconsistency can lead to duplicate keys and unpredictable behavior. So
Okay.
we should not do this.
Without
Okay.
hash map, we cannot get the value of object, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, equally, we cannot check the value if they are
Mm-hmm.
equally or that they are not present in our object. That is
Mm-hmm.
not object we there.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
can
yeah.
say. Okay,
Okay.
I got
Yep. Have you used collections.sort?
collection dot short. Yeah, it is.
Collections.sort.
Yeah, collections dot sort we
Mm-hmm.
have used.
Okay.
That is the collections function,
Mm-hmm.
and that is used for sorting the that collection we are using. Like
Okay.
array list, we can
Mm-hmm.
use so
Mm-hmm.
that data
Okay.
will that object group of object will be sorted,
Okay.
and
Okay. Okay. How does this work internally?
it's internally work like it's check the value comparison with the values with the
Mm-hmm.
object.
Mm-hmm.
One object compare the next one object. If there is the
Okay.
condition will be there is a
It
small
is based on
equal.
which algorithm? I just want to know.
Uh,
We have several algorithms: quick sort, merge sort, uh, insertion sort,
uh,
bubble sort.
I
These
think
are the.
it's working on a collections. I think it's working on a quick sort.
Okay.
Quick sort.
Uh, no, actually, it's not working on
It's
Quicksort.
merge. I think much sort.
Yeah, yeah, but modified version of merge sort.
Modify version of
Yeah,
merge.
we just
Okay.
modified the merge sort and we use that modified version of merge sort, and we call this modified version merge sort as a team sort.
Okay. As
Team
a team
sort is
sort.
nothing but a modified version of merge sort.
Okay.
So we
I
use
think
team sorting.
arrays dot sort working on a quick sort.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so moving ahead, do you know the difference between collection and collections?
Collection and collection. Yeah, collection is a framework, and
Mm-hmm.
we also can say this is an interface.
Mm-hmm.
And collections is a class that have
Mm-hmm.
multiple functions performs.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and collection have multiple interface like
Mm-hmm.
list, set, and
Okay.
map. These function, these interface, and the
Mm-hmm.
collections only have the functions that we are performing operations for
Mm-hmm.
that we have needed to be
Mm-hmm.
performed.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is this difference I know.
Okay. Okay. Mm, what would happen if you try to sort a list containing null elements using collection sort?
Can you please?
Let's say you have any collection and that has some null values as well, and you want to sort that. So what would be the output? You are you are you are using collections dot sort.
uh, Collection dot sort.
No, no,
First, that will be
collections. It's
collections.
collections. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, collections. First, in a map, only one key will be possible to be null, uh,
No, no, no.
and
I'm not asking about map. I'm just saying we are using collections dot sort method to sort, let's say, any list, and in that list there are some values along with the null. There are null also.
null values also.
Mm.
Let me think first on the null values. Yeah, if it will be a null value, it will be only those value will be shorted. These have the object, and null
Okay.
value will be transferred to the at the end of the list.
Okay. Are you sure? You are just guessing.
Uh, yeah, I am sure about this. I think.
Okay, okay. Actually, if you try to sort a list that containing null elements by using this, it will throw a null pointer exception because this collection sort internally uses comparable method, and we cannot compare the null values with the non-null values in that comparable method, and hence this will return null pointer exception. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Hmm. Moving ahead, have you used stream.sorted?
Stream dot sorted.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
a Java. Okay. What's
Java
the
8.
difference between collections.sort and stream.sorted?
The collections dot sort is basically the collection class function, and stream dot sort is a stream API that is the part of Java 8 feature, and
Mm-hmm.
both of the functions are using for sorting first sort the list, that is the
Mm-hmm.
that is.
Mm-hmm.
That is sort the lists and
Mm-hmm.
collections, and a stream API that is sort the stream
Mm-hmm.
that is using
Mm-hmm.
uh, that is we are sorted, and
Mm-hmm.
for both of them sort the
Mm-hmm.
sorting by nature,
Mm-hmm.
and these are things that may be different.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Mm. Have you worked with threads?
Not work on a professionally on that
Mm-hmm.
thing
Mm-hmm.
practically,
Practical.
but a little bit about it. No.
Yeah, go
how to
ahead.
create threads and there is a two classes we can create the thread.
Mm-hmm.
One is the thread main class, and there is a one interface that is a runnable interface that we can use to create a
Mm-hmm.
thread.
Okay. Uh, okay, Ram Pratap, it's done from my end, and it was a very nice interview. Uh, 1 second, 1 second. We started 110, right?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, let me actually continue this at 1 second. I'm sorry. I thought we started at 1 and it's 40 minutes. Now we just
Okay.
completed 30 minutes only. Let's do some 5, 6 minutes more.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, 1 second. Oh, my laptop is hanged. Where was we? Where were we? Okay, so we were discussing about threads. So how do you know how would you ensure that a shared resource is accessed safely by multiple threads?
How to sure?
Yeah. How would you ensure that a shared resource is accessed safely by multiple threads?
Uh, I don't know about this thing.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. We can use synchronization. It's a keyword.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I know. I didn't. I think I didn't
do
get
you
the
know about
question.
synchronization keyword?
Yeah, I know about.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, synchronization is the keyword that we are using to synchronize the methods,
Uh-huh.
that synchronize the method and class also.
Mm-hmm.
It's a it's arranging the thread at a one time. A
Mm-hmm.
single thread will be use the resources, and
Mm-hmm.
after completion of that thread work, that will
Mm-hmm.
be next thread will be execute the resources. That
Mm-hmm.
means without completing of one thread of work,
Mm-hmm.
nobody can be next thread will not be interfere that the
Mm-hmm.
process, and that is the way it is synchronized the
Mm-hmm.
running thread process.
Okay. Have you used anywhere this synchronized keyword?
Yeah, I have used in a
Okay.
method, so we create
Have
a
you used async annotation?
asynchronous. No, I didn't
No,
use
no.
annotation.
Okay. Uh, moving ahead. Have you used volatile keyword?
Yeah, I have used volatile keyword. That is used when we are using a variable that
Mm-hmm.
we have used that keyword for that variable
Mm-hmm.
to when we are performing multiple threads for
Mm-hmm.
when we need to change repeatedly some data. For
Mm-hmm.
that time we use that volatile keyword that will be a change according to the thread where that is executed, and
Mm-hmm.
change its data according to that runnable thread,
Mm-hmm.
and it will be update constantly.
Okay. Okay. What happens when an exception is thrown in a static initialization
Static initialization block.
block?
uh, Exception will be thrown in. No, I am not aware about this.
Okay. So when we
uh,
do this, it prevents a class from being loaded properly, and this results in a different exception, that is exception initialization error, something like that. Okay, anyways, have you used checked and unchecked exceptions?
yeah, both.
What's the difference between these?
Checked exceptions, so we can say it's a compilation
Mm-hmm.
errors, and unchecked exception is a runtime exception, and
Mm-hmm.
checked exception are inbuilt exception that were provided by the
Mm-hmm.
Java, and checked exceptions are those that is defined by the users. For example, IO exception.
Mm-hmm.
There we use in a checked exception, and
Mm-hmm.
in a unchecked exception we use a runtime exception.
Okay. When would you purposely use a checked exception over unchecked exception? Can you tell me a scenario?
when we can say when we are providing the some kind of data that is checked that data will
Mm-hmm.
be inserted properly or
Mm-hmm.
not, that time will be give the IO extraction and input output extraction
Mm-hmm.
and at a runtime abstraction that when we are finding something
Mm-hmm.
inside the data
Mm-hmm.
that will be not find out that will be a, we can say, runtime abstraction. On that time it will be thrown
Okay, okay.
like invalid data we have provided, that time
Uh-huh.
IO abstraction will be get it.
Preferred. Okay. Have you ever used a finally block?
Finally block
Try, catch,
finally, yeah,
finally.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
finally.
Can you provide a scenario where you have used it?
Final block when we use a try and catch block
Mm-hmm.
mostly with the try and catch block I have used
Uh,
when the exceptions that we have defined in a try that
mm,
block of code there the exception will be
mm,
occurs that we have defined in a try and
mm-hmm.
catch block that will handle that exception
Mm-hmm.
we have defined, and
Mm-hmm.
finally method at the end to terminate the execution of
Mm-hmm.
that process we have
Mm-hmm.
used with one that statement we have provided in it, it will be
Mm-hmm.
executed.
Mm-hmm.
uh, if there is a execution will be occurs or not, that will
Mm-hmm.
be the finalized method will be finalized statement
Mm-hmm.
will be executed.
Okay. Uh, was there ever a time when the finally block caused any expected behavior
uh,
for you?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
Was there ever a time when the finally block caused any expected behavior or side effects for you?
Side behaviors or
Unexpected behavior or side effects.
unexpected behavior and side effect.
Hmm.
No, I didn't see anything like that.
Okay, okay. Mm, moving ahead. What issues might arise when both method overloading and overriding are used in the same class hierarchy?
Same class hierarchy. What the
Hmm.
overloading and overriding methods?
What issues might arise when both method overloading and overriding are used in the same class hierarchy?
Same class
Hmm.
hierarchy. Uh, I think there is no issue, I think, because when we
Mm-hmm.
are overriding the method means when we are inheriting one class to in another class, and that time the one class functions will be inherited to another class. That is overriding, and
Mm-hmm.
overloading, that means one function will be change its parameters and use in a different manner that
Mm-hmm.
function in a same class. uh, it will be a, I think it will be a cause the issue when we are the same
Let's say
after.
there is a class A. In that class, there is a method get speed. Let's say
Get
there is a
speed.
class car. Inside the car, there is a method get speed, and we are just overloading that method. So we have to implement get speed methods. Let's say we have implemented three overloaded methods. Name is same, but different parameters or different return types. One, let's say now we have in this class car, we have two method get speed, but their parameters are different. They are overloaded, and now we are inheriting the class car, and now we want to override the get method. So how would you do that?
If there is a we inherited that methods with the extension keyword for in a class we have to
Mm-hmm.
inherit it,
Mm-hmm.
and if there the same function will be present in that class, that will be a I think create the conflict because the overriding will be only possible there is non-existing uh, functions. If already the function will be present inside, that will be that will not be extend.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Uh, I think the I didn't get the scenario. I think
Okay. Let's say there is a class car. Inside car, there is a method get speed. Okay.
get a speed.
Now get speed. Okay. Now someone asks you to overload a method. How would you do? You would use the same name, get speed, right?
Okay.
You may change the return type of the get speed. Previously it was int, now you might be using double get speed, right? Now inside class car, there are two methods of get speed. One is returning integer and one is returning a double. Okay. And now you just want to inherit that method. Now class, let's say Swift is a car. Class Swift extends car. Okay, you have extended car class. Now you just want to override the get Swift method.
Yeah, it
Get
will
Swift.
it will override both of the methods according to the need. Like if there is a double method
Mm-hmm.
that is have different parameters,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it will be inherited according to the what parameter we have passed in the function.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like we create the object of
Mm-hmm.
that class inherited the features.
Mm-hmm.
It will check the parameters, what parameters it passes.
Mm-hmm.
According to that, we inherited the function. Like if we are passing the double values and
Mm-hmm.
the parameters we like three parameters in a present in a double method and int
Mm-hmm.
method have a two parameters. If we
Mm-hmm.
pass three parameter, it will inherit a double method two for
Okay.
int.
Okay, Ram Pratap, it's done from my end.